Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another transfer confirmed video. Okay. All right, let's get it started, man. Y'all see the player up there? We have Andre Santos. Andre Santos, right? Great player from Strasbourg. Come to Chelsea, could not get any really real play time in that Chelsea midfield with the likes of Enzo Caicedo, even Reece James playing there at time and stuff. So now he's making his big move to Manchester United, going in a midfield that really, really needs him because they only have the likes of Kobe Mino and Ugarte, but Ugarte is injured, so they have Kobe Mino and they need players. So I will say it is a great transfer. Risk level low, I will say. They paid if he's going for a starter because he has not been a starting player in like a big team yet. But I will say, right, I will say this is a good transfer for Chelsea. I mean for Manchester United. So I would say like a 10 out of 10. You need midfielders and you get midfielders gain Premier League proven and for a price of, wait, what was the price? It was like 45, I would say it was. If I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on this. Trossard to Ben, yeah, Trossard to Besiktas. I was surprised, right? I was surprised seeing this transfer being done because I didn't really hear much rumors about it until like a few weeks ago because I heard like Arsenal is looking for left wingers. They are targeting the left winger, that Greek um Zolis, I think his name is. A very talented player, and they were willing to let go of Trossard. So if Trossard is leaving, then the winger is coming. He's going to Benfica for 20 million. What else more he could do? He won a Premier League with Arsenal. Scored his goal. Is at the age where he just go over there to retire and make his money. So I would say it's good business for both the team. I would say. Then you have Marco Leonardo. Marco Leonardo, right? I don't really know much about him. All I know is I remember he was from Brazil, and then he made the transfer uh to the Saudis, playing for Al Hilal. I heard I'm mistaken was playing, and now he's done making his money and going to Europe. He's still young. If I'm mistaken, he's still in his like early 20s. So and Ajax need to start a new era because recently after their heroic parkour, heroic route in the Champions League, like that was like years ago, like it was like in 2018, 2019. They've been very, very terrible in the world stage, even in the league. So they really gotta look at themselves. Then you got Jan Sommer leaving Inter, going to Club Rouge. Unk is going to retire. So yeah, I don't know, 10 out of 10. I don't know who's the goalkeeper at Club Rouge, but I don't know if he's going to be a starter or a number two. But hey, thank you, Unk, because this boy he did some crazy save against Barcelona for me 2 years ago. Then you got Johan Manzambi. Johan Manzambi, right? One of the this World Cup best player, I would say. He was amazing for Switzerland as a number 10, number 8. Um, he was rumored to go to Newcastle United, and Aston Villa's last minute hijack the transfer, and then they got him And I was like, damn, Newcastle, the yo people really gotta talk more about what's going on with Newcastle over there. They just losing players, and every player they target is not coming to the club. But must, but him, I think it's a good transfer. I would say, especially if what's his name, Yuri Tillman. Well, especially when Yuri Tillman leave the club to go to Manchester United also, and Roger is rumored to also leave, and I think that's a good transfer for Aston Villa. Then you got Maxime Ixtev. Maxime Ixtev, right? He used to be I think he's still young anyways. I think he's like his early 20s. But if you play eFoot EA Sport or whatever, FIFA, whatever you want to call it, he used to be considered as a great talent that you can get in League One for a good price, and then you can grow him. So he did make a move from League One to on the Premier League for Burnley. Burnley got relegate, and now he's going for decent club, right? Especially for youngster as Leipzig. I think within like 2 to 3 years, he'll make a big move to a big club. So people gotta watch out for him. I think it's a really 10 out of 10 transfer for Leipzig because like we know Leipzig, get the youngsters, make the money out of them. No, get the youngsters, make them world class, and then get the money worth. Then you got Francisco Trincao. I was surprised when I saw this. Right, he was a starting player for Sporting Lisbon. He was the captain at some point, if I'm not mistaken. So he was playing very well for them, which is good because say he's good for excuse me, saying he's moved from Braga to Barcelona. He was considered one of the best young incoming winger in the world. Goes to Barcelona, didn't work. Was on the bench a lot. Goes to Benfica, he revived his career so much so he got called up for the World Cup and everything was going well. But I think it was a contract situation that made him leave to go to Saudi and go make the money. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I should qualify that transfer as. But he, I don't know, maybe he's going to make his money. How would I say? He's still young. I think he's just like 27. I think he is right now. 27, 28. So then you got Luca Dean going to PSG. Okay, this transfer, right? We all know why PSG made that transfer. No Mendes, Nuno Mendes is never gonna be playing in League One no more. He's going to be rested, like put in a fridge, just wanting to play the Champions League every year. That's basically what's going to be. And PSG is doing PSG stuff. 10 out of 10 transfer. Then you got Yui Tillman. Remember earlier I was talking about the Swiss guy, Mazumbi? And this is why Tillman's going to Manchester United. Manchester United triggered the release clause that was a Gilbert contract. I honestly think Manchester United got a good midfielder. He's not a. I still believe like they're looking for a more destroyer type of midfielder, like a six. Tillman is not that. He's more like a eight. But he's a good long shot taker, good free kick taker, good long passer, press resistant. He's a very, very, very well rounded defender. I mean, midfielder. And also, if you play FIFA, even back in the days, one of the best youngster you can get on the midfield. Honestly. And since he been to Aston Villa, he been doing the same from Leicester to Aston Villa. He been proving that he's a great Premier League proven player. And I'm surprised now more club went for him because he's a decent player. But United got a good midfielder. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if it could be Maino and Tillman is gonna be worked at the same time, or Andre Santos Tillman or Mainos Andre Santos. I'm not sure how they're gonna go about it because I think Tillman's like a eight, Maino's like a eight, Andrew Santos, though he played, is he a six? I think he's an eight also, but also can play as a six. I'm not sure. I'm not the coach. Then you have Morten Hulmund. Ain't gonna lie, guys, I don't know much about this player. I just know he's played for Sporting. He been there starting. Yeah, I think he's the one that was the captain, if I'm not mistaken. And he's a defensive player for the midfield, so typical Atletico player. He's hard on he's hard and tall, so 10 out of 10 for Simeone. The thing is, Atletico got so many midfielders. Does that mean Cookie is retired? Because I'm not sure. I didn't hear none news about him retired, honestly. So then you got Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood. What could have been? A prodigy from England, both footed, crazy long shot, crazy curl shot. What could have been? Now he was at Marseille. He's looking for um, Fenerbahce right now. And I can't believe his football career ended up the way it is. I think some decision in life really fuck you up for the long term, and that's basically what happened to Mason Greenwood. But I guess tonight in transfer with Benfica. I mean Besiktas, because not Fenerbahce. The Turkish team be having some crazy transfer lately. Besiktas and Fenerbahce. I didn't hear nothing about Galatasaray yet. Well, I think that's a good transfer for Fenerbahce. And I can't believe he's leaving Marseille. He was going to have an amazing season with them. And the fact that he's leaving, I don't know if it's like contract situation also, but I think he should have stayed in League One. Or is it money situation, I would say? But yeah. Anyway, guys, this was another confirmed transfer with your boy. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe. And see you next time. Peace.